Bloom News Brief. More info at fullandbloom.com. During the 2021 conversation with 93X Radio, Five Finger Death Punch guitarist Zoltan Bathory talked about his love for the band W.A.S.P, on his love for BC Rich guitars, and how he got into metal. I was a BC Rich fan when I was a kid, and I was a huge fan of the band W.A.S.P. I wasn't into that Hollywood kind of rock music. I was more of a thrash metal fan and hardcore. I came from the British punk music. I was listening to UK Subs, Cockney Rejects, Exploited, GBH, that kind of stuff. And then Iron Maiden came around, and Iron Maiden had Paul Di'Anno, who was a punk kid, and he sounded like a punk singer, but they had guitarists that could play. And that's kind of how I switched to heavy metal, from Iron Maiden being a perceived punk band at first. And then Pandora's box opened to Judas Priest and everything else. And I wasn't into the hair metal stuff. Maybe Motley Crue I listened to, but all the rest was not my thing. In Europe, it was like Creator, Possessed, Sacred Reich. We were listening to Infernal Majesty and Annihilator. Destruction was one of my favorite bands. German thrash metal and some of the Bay Area stuff. But I did like W.A.S.P. I loved Blackie Lawless's voice. And they were wearing makeup and whatnot, but it was more like a weird, scary type of thing. Up until the third record, Inside the Electric Circus, that third record, I was shocked. When I went to the record store and picked it up, I was like, what the fuck happened? I can't buy this. What is this shit? I was really shocked because I was a huge W.A.S.P. fan. So I was just a kid. W.A.S.P. was a big band already, and I loved the songwriting. I loved Blackie's voice, and I loved the guitars. That was the first time I saw a BC Rich Warlock. I'm like, man, look at this thing. And I wanted that guitar. I didn't have an electric guitar at that time. I found a secondhand guitar that was kind of broken. I took a jigsaw and I cut out kind of like a BC Rich Warlock shape, trying to copy Randy Piper's guitar from W.A.S.P. I put it together and it was complete dog shit. It was barely playable, but it was metal. I was like 12 or something. And so the guitar that Randy Piper used on stage is this guitar. This is the guitar. This is the original BC Rich from 1984. Original pickups as is, beat up, scratches on the back, and I found it, bought it, and I own it. Because this was the guitar that started it for me. And to this day, I love W.A.S.P. To listen to the entire interview, click the link in the description.